Hey guys, what's up? Welcome to the video, and in today's video we're gonna be testing out the map Cafe. Can you shoot through it? Just a heads up, any piece of furniture, wall, basically anything that you don't see in this video, it means that this piece of furniture, wall, or any piece of the map is non-shootable through. I just want to put this out there. So let's get started. I'm gonna be doing this entire map room by room, area by area, until we are finished. So let's get started. For our first spot, we're gonna go with Cigar Lounge. It's one of those areas that is very important for a lot of players to control or even pass through. So we have this railing right here. As you can see, it's totally shootable through. Same for this spot right here. You have this chair right here. This leather chair, if you can call it so. As you can see, it's totally shootable through. And we have that a couch or a sofa. As you can tell, it's totally shootable through. So if you see a piece of furniture that resembles this couch right here, or this the leather chair, as you can see, like we have 5 or 6 pieces in this room, and they are totally shootable through, same as this couch and the railing right here. The piano, however, you cannot shoot through it. I've tried many times from many angles, and you basically can't. Okay, you can basically shoot through this part right here. Sorry about that, I forgot to turn off my phone. As you can tell, it's totally shootable through. Keep in mind that sometimes this piece of furniture may lag, so sometimes your bullet may not pass through. Just keep that in mind, because in some tests the bullet passed through as expected, sometimes it did not, so you have to keep that in mind. And it's totally shootable through from both angles, so if you know someone is here, you can shoot at it with ease. So we go to this little area that is connected to the cigar lounge, which is called cigar shop. We have this wall here in particular. You may think that is non-shootable through, but in fact it is. So you can tell a lot of the bullet passes, like you can see right here, and even you can shoot to the other side. So yeah, sometimes the bullet passes, sometimes it's not, but if you know that someone is here, you may try your luck and possibly down him or even get a kill on him. So that's it for cigar lounge and cigar shop. Moving on to the next area. So we have this next area, which is third floor bar. I already tested every piece of furniture in this area specifically, and the results are quite surprising actually. Almost every piece of furniture, which is like this counter, or yeah, you can call it counter, is totally shootable through. Like the odd thing is about this little part right here. Sometimes the bullet will pass through this little part right here, which is from this point to this point. Sometimes it will not. I think it depends on the position. Sometimes even your connection, it glitches out. Sometimes the bullet will pass through. However, the part that is like right here, this little part, is totally shootable through. You can shoot from both angles, from both sides, from basically any angle, and as long that you don't hit this metal beam that is inside this counter, your bullet will do a great amount of damage. The same for this another type of counter, which is like the bullet will pass through both sides, but you have to keep in mind that there is a metal frame inside this counter. So if the bullet hit through the metal, I know that seems like wood, but and actually it's like metal, because you can't really shoot through it. The bullet will not pass. So it depends basically on the angle, on how many rounds that you put through it. But let's say you put one magazine, like right there, your bullet will definitely pass. So if you know that someone is hiding behind a piece of furniture like this, They're basically all the same here. That this one is just a replica of that one over there, and these are just replicas of each other basically. You can basically shoot through them. The cool thing is about this bar right here, which is, I thought it would not be shootable through, but in fact it is. Like you can see, I went through with my bearing 9 and I shot one bullet at a time, like at a distance. All the bullet passes, and you can see like they destroyed some of the cabinets right here. So if you know that someone is hiding here or hiding behind any piece of furniture that is in this area specifically, you have a very good chance of actually killing them. That's quite interesting. Nothing really here shootable through except these boxes, which is like is a given, but I think that a lot of you out there will already know this. So moving on to the next area. So next for our test is reading room. A reading room is quite an important part of this map because usually two objectives spawn here. We have hostage as well as secure area. We have this book casing right here that is totally shootable through, as you can see right in front of you. And we have this book casing that behaves the same exact thing as that one over there. We have these leather chairs that are totally shootable through as well. We have this little part of the wall which I did not think that it would be shootable through, but in fact it is. And we have this destructible but non-vault through wall that I'm sure a lot of you already like know about this part, but I just thought to mention it. So this part of the wall is actually shootable through, as well as this part. But this pillar right here, you can't really shoot through it. I just like thought to mention this because you may think that is shootable through the same as this one. We have the same couch, the same chair, and I think that's pretty much it for this part of the map, reading room. Moving on to the next part. So next on our test is the second floor pillar dining room. I'm gonna mention a few parts, a few pieces of furniture that we already tested, and I retested just to make sure. So we have this little part right here, which is the like a table that is totally shootable through. So if someone is hiding here, you can actually kill him quite easily. We have these right here, which are the same cabinets that we saw upstairs, like near the bar, so they are totally shootable through. As you can see, I already tested it again. This cabinet is the same as that one over there, and we have this book casing that is the same as this one that we tested earlier. So I think this is it for, oh, I forgot to mention this part right here. This is another cabinet that we saw upstairs, basically the same one, and actually totally shootable through. So I think this is it for second floor pillar dining room. Moving on to the next spot. Okay, the next spot to test is this little hallway right here. So this little hall or room right here, which is called second floor fireplace hall. The only part of this the only part of this room that is totally shootable through, that is shootable through, is this furniture and chairs right here. The chairs are shootable through, as you can tell right there, and the table is actually the same one that we saw earlier in the hallway. So it's totally shootable through, as you can see right here. So I think this is it for this room. Moving on to the next spot. So for our next test, we have the first floor dining room. The first floor dining room somewhat is a non-important area of this map, but I thought I would mention it. We have these this little booth right here. You may think that these leather seats are non-shootable through, but on the contrary, they are totally shootable through. I actually shot from this part right here, and actually it penetrated all the way to this part right here. So they are totally shootable through. You have this little cabinet that is actually shootable through. Same tables and chairs as we saw earlier. They are totally shootable through. The tables are also shootable through, as you can see right there. And I think this is it. Oh, I just have to retest the bar. As you can tell, the bar is non-shootable through. I think that's a good thing, because if someone is hiding over there, he should be somewhat covered from someone just spamming fire. And we have these like pieces of furniture here that are somewhat shootable through, so be careful, because sometimes the bullet will pass. Yeah, if someone is hiding like an angle here, trying to to aggressively peek you, you may get shot in the head doing that, so be careful. So this is it for first floor dining room. So guys, this is it for our video. I hope that you find it useful and enjoyable as well. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in another video. Bye guys.